On June 21st, South Korea completed the Environmental Impact Assessment of the Terminal High Altitude Area Defense, or THAAD, system. A key objective of the environmental assessment was to measure the electromagnetic waves emitted by the THAAD system's radar and examine if they pose any risks to locals living near the base. A statement said ministry officials worked with experts to analyze data gathered from the site and determined that the radar posed no discernible health risk. This opens up the way for its full-fledged deployment in the country. The timing of this disclosure is interesting. Xing Haiming, the Chinese ambassador to Seoul, sparked controversy earlier this month during a dinner with politicians by indicating that South Korea's efforts to enhance its alliance with the United States would eventually lead to regret. In this video, Defense Updates analyzes why the potential permanent deployment of THAAD in South Korea is a dreadful development for China. Let's get started. In July 2016, American and South Korean military officials agreed to deploy the THAAD missile defense system in the country to counter North Korea's growing threats and use of ballistic missile and nuclear tests. Each THAAD unit consists of 6 truck-mounted launchers, 48 interceptors, fire control and communications unit, and AN/TPY-2 radar. Songju County in North Gyeongsang Province was chosen as a THAAD site, partly because it's out of range of North Korean rocket artillery along the DMZ. The 6-launcher THAAD battery was installed in North Korea in 2017. From the very beginning, China was opposed to this move by the US and South Korea. China, which is South Korea's biggest trading partner, has even taken some retaliatory economic actions against South Korea for this. Terminal High Altitude Area Defense is a United States Army anti-ballistic missile system, which is designed to shoot down short, medium, and intermediate-range ballistic missiles in their terminal phase. THAAD system is being designed, built, and integrated by Lockheed Martin Space Systems, acting as the prime contractor. Key subcontractors include Raytheon, Boeing, Aerojet, Honeywell, and BAE Systems, to name a few. THAAD is strictly a ballistic missile defense system and is not designed for general air defense duties like defense against aircraft. It's considered to be one of the best when it comes to ballistic missile defense systems, having been designed from the ground up for this purpose. THAAD is engineered to defend against ballistic missiles in challenging scenarios, like even if the rival launches a barrage of missiles and simultaneous interception of multiple missiles is required. The system is quick to deploy and mobile, which makes it a very flexible weapon. An important aspect is that it's compatible with other systems, like Patriot PAC-3, and is designed to integrate into the Ballistic Missile Defense System (BMDS) of the U.S. military. THAAD system consists mainly of 3 components: radar, battle management, and missile launch battery. The interceptor missiles are guided by the Raytheon Systems AN/TPY-2 ground-based radar (GBR). THAAD can also be cued by military satellites such as Brilliant Eyes. The AN/TPY-2 surveillance transportable radar, also called the forward-based X-band transportable (FBXT), is a long-range, very high-altitude, active, electronically scanned array surveillance radar. It possesses a range of 2,900 miles, or 4,700 kilometers. It has 2 modes, one to detect ballistic missiles as they rise, and another that can guide interceptions toward a descending warhead. Since the radar uses X-band frequency and narrow beam widths, it's good at isolating smaller objects, such as a warhead versus space debris. The radar passes information related to the threat, such as speed and trajectory, to the battle manager. The battle manager is basically the brain for the system, and it extrapolates the information received by it, predicts the path of incoming missile, and directs interceptors against it. The interceptor missile is around 6 meters in length, and is equipped with a single-stage solid-fuel rocket motor with thrust vectoring. The missile has a speed of 8.24 Mach, or 2.8 kilometers per second. The guidance system is indium antimonide imaging coupled with infrared seeker head. It has an operational range of 200 kilometers, or around 125 miles, and a flight altitude of 150 kilometers, or 93 miles. The missile has no explosives and uses the hit-to-kill approach. It has a kinetic kill vehicle to knock out incoming missiles. A THAAD battery can include up to 9 transporter erector launchers, each carrying 8 interceptors for immediate launch. The major concern among Chinese officials is that they believe the purpose of the THAAD system, which detects and intercepts incoming missiles at high altitudes, is actually to track missiles launched from China, not from North Korea. The long-range radar of the system can be used to look way further than the South Korean airspace. Chinese aerial assets in its range can be profiled with this very powerful radar. This is the reason China feels that THAAD could be used to spy on the country and is a national security concern. Its ability to work with Patriot battery, deployed already by South Korea, means it can act as a force multiplier. Sometime back, U.S. Missiles Agency Director Vice Admiral John Hill said during a press briefing, "If you take an AN/TPY-2 THAAD radar, which can see a lot further than a Patriot battery radar, then now you can extend and take full advantage of the kinematic capability of a Patriot." It remains to be seen how things pan out in the coming days.
Subscribe for more videos like this. Hit the like button if you find the video interesting, and kindly provide your feedback in the comment section. This will help us improve.